Hey YouTube, Joseph Ulmer here. And real quick, I'm going to show you why it is so important to make sure you check your oil, especially if your vehicle's already got some miles on it. And keep it changed on a regular basis, okay? This engine came out of a Ford Explorer. I don't remember the exact miles, but they're not real high. 130, 40 something. And it was a teenager driving the vehicle, and they didn't check the oil like they should have, and they ran it terribly, terribly low on oil. It had a tick in the top end that we could hear very well when it got here. Got it in the shop, checked the oil. It was really low, topped it off, got it in the shop, and we could hear a tick in the bottom end as well once we got it up on the lift. So I'm going to show you what happened to the engine, and while I'm getting everything set up to show you, do me a huge favor, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. If you have, make sure you hit the notification bell. If you have any questions, throw them in the comment section. When it's all over, rate this video. Alright guys, so here, let me get my light on. Here's what we have going on. This, hopefully you can see this, is the connecting rod for cylinder 8. See how that's moving side to side? That bearing is shot. If I do it to this one, see there's no movement there. These are a little harder to get in here on. I'm going to try it. But you can see there's no movement in that one. There's no movement in that one. I did check these. Now, here's the kicker. Okay. See, you can see the movement in this one. That bearing's shot too. That one is still tight, but that's cylinder 2 and cylinder 8. The rod bearings are toasted. Now, I don't even know about the main bearings. And if I come over here to the oil pan, I had to pull this oil pan off to put on the new engine. You can see all this really silver colored, that's all bearing material. There's a chunk of presumably the timing set right there. I haven't pulled it out yet. But that's all bearing material out of the engine. And what happens when you get exceedingly low on oil is, without lubrication, the bearings start wearing at an exceedingly high rate of speed. Next thing you know, you've got an engine that's junk. So, you know, and then on top of this, as you can see, this is an overhead cam engine. This is a 4.6, Ford 4.6. These timing sets, the chains and the sprockets aren't bad about it, but down in here, I'm going to try and get you a good shot. I don't know if you can see that guide that the chain's riding on. That's a nylon guide, or a plastic guide, nylon guide. There's the other one. There's 2 more on the other side. And there's multiple guides in there. Those guides, when you run them without oil or with not enough oil, you eat the guides, and then in order to do this timing set, you have to take the whole front of this engine off. All these pulleys have to come off. This is the whole timing cover up here. That has to come off, and then you can retime these engines. So you don't want to run your engines low on oil. If you think you might have an oil leak, it's always good. When you get gas, pop the hood, check your oil level, make sure it's full. Change your oil every 3,000 miles. If you're using really good synthetic oil, you could probably go 5, especially if you're doing highway driving, but make sure you keep it changed regularly, guys. Do me a favor, like I said, comment, rate, subscribe. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Don't forget to get out there and get your hands dirty. You might have a little fun doing it. We'll see you on the next one.